Welcome back to the Smugsy Show. I'm Smugsy, your host. Every Wednesday we meet here to talk about important things and important people. Tonight it's To Russia, Vote No, Bravo Ukraine, and the Kirk Minihane Show, Fit for a Queen. But first, a word from our sponsors, Smugsy, sleek and elegant joint ciggies made with organic cannabis rolled in all natural, locally sourced paper. Look for Smugsy in the pretty indigo marigold packs. Well, it's election season. It's election season here in the United States and in the Russian Federation. Did you know that? There's going to be a snap vote. Yeah, snap election in Moscow. Vladimir Putin calling the question, should the invaded territories of Ukraine like Donetsk and Luhansk, Kherson, should they join the Russian Federation? That's the question on the ballot for Russians. I wonder how that's going to turn out. I wonder the outcome of the vote. Of course, the Russians are going to vote yes. And it'd be like, imagine the board of directors of a bank that had just, stolen a lot of money from different accounts, all in favor of transferring the stolen funds into our account, raise their hand. Okay, the A's got it. It's a vote. And then saying that, well, we didn't steal the money. We voted on it. That's what's going on in Russia. It's a fake election. We've heard about the fake election in the United States that actually isn't a fake election. This is a fake election. Russian collusion, the whole bit. Vladimir Putin's calling the vote so that when the outcome of the vote is that, yes, Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson should join the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin will say, well, therefore they've joined. Therefore, they're part of Russia. Therefore, the people fighting for Ukraine in these regions are invaders. Therefore, I can use nuclear weapons to take them out. He wants to save face because he's losing the war. He wants to use nuclear weapons to take out the Ukrainians. That's right, he's losing. That's word on the street, in case you haven't heard. Not only is the fierce and fearsome leader, Volodymyr Zelensky, leading the Ukrainian army on the offense, retaking ground, defending the capital, marching into villages and liberating the people there. But volunteers, just regular citizens, okay? Well-sourced stories about milkmen, firefighters, psychotherapists, okay, taking up arms and fighting the Russians and winning. And it's humiliating to Vladimir Putin. And he wants to save face and use nuclear weapons. So to the fans of this show, and I know you're out there, to the brave underground fans of the show in Russia, vote no. Vote no on the question of whether or not Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson should join the Russian Federation. Do your part. Stand up to Vladimir Putin. Be brave like the underground volunteers who have collectively found the courage to fend off the mighty Russian war machine. Okay, Mama Bear is making an exit. Maybe hibernation is in order. So speaking of brave underground freedom fighters, as many of you know, not only do we have a lot of Russian fans of the Smugsy Show and Ukrainian fans following for independent voice, the show is dedicated to the Ukrainian war and fighting for refugee housing and the New England Cottontail. And there are underground fans of the Kirk Minihane Show who watch this show. And to those underground fans of the Kirk Minihane Show, here's the message this week. I think it just occurred to me this week that I think I should be queen of the Kirk Minihane Show. And now hear me out. Well, why? A lot of reasons. First, queens are in right now, okay? Queens are big. Everybody wants a queen. It's a good time to have a queen. Timing is everything. So the show could have a queen at a good time. I'm a natural fit because I come from a royal family. We've talked about my family a lot on the show. That's the bridge between me and the Kirk Minihane Show is a lot of my family are Minifans, and the Kirk Minihane Show is a family values show, and I bring old-fashioned conservative values and a new voice. For instance, take the issue of pornography. As queen, I would be the only person in the world, they could talk about the world, who's never watched pornography. Never seen it. No interest in it whatsoever. Never watched pornography and never had a migraine either. I don't watch cooking shows, but I can make my way around the kitchen, if you know what I mean. I mean, some people do, and other people watch. So there's that. When I saw Maitland, the porn star, on the Kirk Minihane Show, I actually felt nauseous, kind of like a sick feeling in my stomach. So I bring something new to the conversation. I mean, I've never seen Jaws either. Never seen Breaking Bad. I don't want to watch pornography. It's like way, way too much detail for me. It'd be like getting holed up with a proctologist at a cocktail party. I mean, I think what's more provocative and what stirs me in my imagination is the power of suggestion. That's why I write fan fiction that brings people to places they never thought they could go. So Smugsy Queen, I think, is a natural fit. This studio where I am right now is in beautiful Portland, Maine. Just 2 minutes, okay, a stone's throw from the State Theater where the Kirk Minihane Show will be live come March. And so it's time to redefine my role with the show. I mean, let's face it. We heard it from Steve Robinson. Smugsy's still around. And on the org chart, if you're wondering, well, okay, you're going to move into the slot as queen. Where does that put Kirk? Like king? No way. Okay. Definitely not. He would never go for it. I would never go for it. I mean, but this is, again, a reason why I think queen is a good role for me, because not only is the Kirk Minihane Show about family values, but it's about Christian values, if you think about it. I mean, Kirk Minihane is deep down, he's basically an altar boy. What happened, I don't want to know. But he's a Christian, I'm a Christian, and in the Christian faith, Jesus is God. So he's essentially God. And then underneath God on the org chart is the queen. So it works that way. Think about it. I would be remiss, since the Kirk Minihane Show is coming to Portland, to my neighborhood, to not invite the show, fans of the show, come on over. Come on over to Smugsy Studio. We'll hang out. Have tea. Yeah. Oh. Plus I have the crown, which I think is, for a queen, I think it's good to have. So welcome to Portland. And I'm happy to, take up the crown. while you're in town. And that's it for this week's show. I hope you'll follow me on Twitter at Smugsy Girl, subscribe to the show, leave a comment. And until next time, this is Smugsy Girl signing off. Take care.